Hello, say hi to a happy day and enjoy listening while I read to you a story, The Princess and the Pea. Once upon a time, a king and queen lived in their castle with their only son. They were growing old, and it wouldn't be long before the prince would need to take up the throne. But before he became king, the prince wanted to find a princess to be his wife. He wanted her to be clever and funny and loving and kind. The prince traveled the world in search of a real princess, but none of the princesses he met was quite right. Then one stormy night, there was a loud knock on the castle door. "Who could be out on such a terrible night?" cried the king. The king rose to his feet. "Whoever it is, we must let them in and offer them shelter." The prince helped his father pull open the castle's heavy doors. To their astonishment, a girl was standing outside, shivering in the rain. "Good evening," she said politely. "Please, may I come in? I was traveling when I lost my way. I'm cold and wet." "You poor thing," cried the queen. "You must stay here." The prince could not stop staring at the beautiful girl. "What's your name?" he asked. "I'm Princess Sophia," she replied. At the word princess, the king looked at the queen. The queen smiled and took the girl's hand. "Let's get you some dry clothes," she said. That evening over supper, the prince chatted with the charming girl. She was everything he had dreamed of, and by the end of the evening, he had fallen in love. The queen was happy for her son, but she wanted to make sure Sophia was a real princess. She got her maid to pile up 20 mattresses on the guest bed. Under the bottom mattress, she placed a tiny pea. Then the queen showed Sophia to her room. "Sleep well, my dear," she said. The next morning, the queen asked Sophia how she had slept. Sophia looked pale and tired. "Not too well, I'm afraid," said the girl. "There was a hard lump in the bed, and now I'm covered with bruises." On hearing these words, the queen laughed and hugged Sophia tightly. "We have found our princess," she cried. "Only a real princess would be delicate enough to feel a tiny pea through so many mattresses." "I knew it," grinned the king. The prince dropped down on one knee. "Sophia, would you do the honor of marrying me?" he asked. Princess Sophia's eyes sparkled with happiness. "Yes," she nodded, "I will." The prince married his bride that very day, and they all lived happily ever after. This all happened a long time ago. If you are passing by the castle, be sure to visit its museum. There's a very special exhibit on display. In a dusty glass case, a tiny shriveled pea. Proof of a real princess. The end. I hope you enjoy listening to this story, The Princess and the Pea. Please don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to listen to more of our favorite book stories. See you soon.